Recording. Just a quick announcement. Today I woke up very sick and I didn't want to reschedule the live. I still wanted to do it. So instead of rescheduling because I was feeling sick, I just decided that we are going to do it anyway, but maybe it will be a little bit shorter than usual lives. Okay. Okay, perfect. So let's start going over the pairs that we have. If you have any question, you can ask me anytime. Here we had KJPY. I sent this chart yesterday. Actually got an entry from here. If you don't know how I entered, just go over the 2.0 course and you will see. Of course, new videos will be added also to the courses. But there is literally everything you need to be profitable already. So I had this key area, and also I had this key area because this higher area failed. So basically we broke it even by few pips, even with just a wick. To me, that's still a failure of an area. And therefore I was looking for buys because we failed the area means that this area didn't hold and that we will create possibly we will continue bullish. Therefore, I found my demand area, which was this one. If you want, the demand area is also at discount. And I was looking for buys here. Buy confirmations was pretty easy compared to other times where it's a little bit more confusing. Here we just had a clear break of structure and change of direction. And that's all. And here I entered basically. Now, personally on this trade, since it was during, I had to hold it during night, I put my stop loss. I put my stop loss below the area. It's about 30 pips. I usually don't like executing trades with this much stop loss, but this is what I had to do. Otherwise, with this type of confirmation, I can just put it below the low right here, just here. Okay. And this is the trade that it's still running. I have my stop loss at entry. Next pair, NCDJPY. And by the way, many people could be the first time that you are connecting. Just make sure you can ask me any question. This is your time to actually ask me some questions. The questions that I mean are about the strategy, are about trading, and this is not about, hey man, please look at, I don't know, GBPCAD. That's not the type of question that that I'm expecting. Okay. NCDJPY, after breaking down here with this nice move to the downside, I would say that overall we're bearish on the 1 hour, and I will just look for sells from up here. I will put an alert, and this is what I'm looking for. Lower time frames confirmation needed down here. Otherwise, we will target the area above, which is this one, and we will see what happens here. But for now, I'm interested in this one. You trade the 1 hour, 4 hours and 1 hour, but 1 hour mainly. And then I go down to lower time frames. What's your method when you want to enter? Please check the 2.0 course. There's everything. Bigger stop loss on KJPY was because of spring not formed. No, I just said why. The reason why I put it below the area was because I had to hold the trade overnight. It's not something that I really like. So I just played it safer. Okay, we have one good question about NCDJPY, and they are asking me if the price moves to the higher point of interest, so this one, isn't the price actually turning bullish because market structure is turning bullish. Yes, that's true. But at the same time, this is a good area. So to me, good areas can still be traded. I prefer if they are together with the trend. That's why I prefer this area if it holds. What is the indicator of the yellow, green, red line above the candle? It's for the sessions, and I teach it on the course, and you have access to the course, so please take a look. When will the new content be available? The 2.0 course is already available. I already sent it out. People can already have access. The only new content that is missing is the backtesting file, and it will be ready in about a couple of weeks. These are not flags. These are just session indicators. They just tell me in which session we are in. Yellow one is London session. This one is New York session, and this is the closing of London. That's all. What are the key points to draw Fibonacci retracement? Please go over the course. Fibonacci retracement is already explained in the course. How do I start my the day? This is a good question. I might actually make a YouTube video about it. How do I start my day? I usually wake up, just meditate, have breakfast, usually read a book for about 30 minutes, and then I get on charts overall. But of course, it can change a little bit. All right, let's continue actually. EURUSD. EURUSD missed these entries from here below. Right now, I'm not really interested in entering any trade. I see it pretty messy. As you can see, this is a huge consolidation, just going sideways a lot. GBPUSD. GBPUSD missed this very nice area right here. You will understand why I'm looking at certain areas and not at certain other areas once I will share with you the backtesting file. It's not something that you need because you can be profitable. There is people passing FTMO and getting great results with the stuff that there is already. But what I'm saying is that the backtesting file will really show you the best areas to trade from. Right now, this area is not valid anymore. I marked that area during the weekend. Now I will just look at this area down here, but GBPUSD is not really something I'm super interested in right now. NCDJPY, we failed the area, and therefore could have been a good idea to actually look for sales from supply. As you know, demand fails, supply is created, and vice versa. So when supply fails, demand is created, just like KJPY, where we had supply failing and demand being created. Here was the opposite. Demand fails, supply is created. Okay. But of course, as you know, we didn't enter this one, and I didn't enter it. I'm just showing you. GPCAD. GPCAD, we were at this very nice area, and right now I will be looking for buys from here. This doesn't mean that buys will actually play out. I'm just going to look for them, and if I have some good confirmation, I will take the trade. Otherwise, no. Now, why? This is a very good area. This is a very good demand area right here. and we broke structure to the upside. Now, why I don't like it 100%? I don't like it 100% because we just respected this huge and very important supply area, and we just could easily create a new lower low. Of course, this depends. We don't know yet. We cannot predict what the market will do, but I will go on lower time frames here and look for confirmation on GBPCAD. And this is actually one of the most interesting setups that I have today. So GBPCAD really is in the watch list together with KJPY, but KJPY is still running and I have my take profit higher. GJ, GJ just tapped into this demand. I was targeting the lower demand right here, and I'm not looking for sales, to be honest. I was looking for sales yesterday from here. Today I will not look for sales from here. I don't really like the area. I don't really like the supply that was created here. Euro AUD, same thing. We are at key area. This is a trade that we caught. When was it? A couple of weeks ago, 6th of January. Anyway, now we are at key area, as you can see, and we are consolidating. So instead of entering when the market is consolidating, we will wait for the market to actually take a direction, show us intention, and then we will trade along the way with the market. So ideally, could be an order block created here, coming back to the order block for sales, breaking structure and everything. Entering sales here just doesn't make sense for me, since we are consolidating and there is no confirmation that we cannot continue to the upside, right? Again, sorry if I'm not really present, but I woke up sick and I decided to do the live anyway. I didn't want to reschedule because it was our first live of the week, of the year actually, sorry. So yeah. Now EURCAD, some crazy opportunities from here last week. Now we just continue to the downside after tapping into supply. I personally didn't consider this supply as a good supply. I had this higher area. So for now, we just went to the downside, and I'm not really interested in trading EURCAD from here. GPCHF, just straight bullish. This was actually my only loss of the week so far, where I entered some sales and they just didn't hold. So yeah. For now, not interested in trading from here. GPCHF. AUDUSD. AUDUSD sitting at key area. This is a very good key area. I really like it. But at the same time, the 1 hour structure is creating lower lows and lower highs. Now, I'll need to look here what's going on. It looks like we broke internal structure to the upside. Therefore, we could have looked for buys. Buys already took place from here. As you know, supply fails, demand is created, demand held right here. I didn't enter any trade. I'm starting to trade right now today. So we'll just wait. And if we create a new break structure again here, then I will be looking still for buys. The most interesting pair that we have is GBPCAD. GBPCAD, let's go to actually check for lower time frames confirmation. Okay, so we failed supply right here. And I'll look to enter at demand basically. On any retracement right here, I'm entering. And you can go with risky stop loss just below the low. This is very risky, as we can create a spring, we can create a grab of liquidity, or we can go safe down here with 19 pips stop loss. Safe doesn't mean that we will not hit it. It just means that it's safer than putting it down here. That's all. Let me check for target. As target, I will have a higher supply, probably this one. Okay. Ooh, 1 sec. Actually, this one, this supply right here. 1 to 4 restored ratio. We're using the 1 hour time frame, not the 4 hours as the main. I use more than 1 hour than the 4 hours. I check the 4 hours when I need more understanding of the current situation. Would you recommend someone who has a full-time job to start with swing trading first or day trading? Oh, depends because you can just day trade when you have 1 or 2 hours free, basically. So day trade works too. DJ looks interesting. For what? Sales? It does look interesting, but I'm not interested in entering sales. Can you please send this setup to Discord? Yes, I actually must do that. Can you please show me the real order block? What does that even mean? I didn't understand. Let me send it to the Discord. Oh, there we go. What time frame we look for order block? Please look at the course. Everything is explained. I just call order blocks supply and demand areas. So just go in the course and there's everything. Do you watch every day all the pairs on your watch list? Only these, from AUDUSD to the upside, actually. The others, not really. Mainly because I backtested them and I know what works best with the strategy. Do you trade gold? Sometimes, but not really that much. Could be like once per month or something, when there is a very good opportunity. Now, please compare your analysis with mine. This is what I have right here. This is my analysis on GBPCAD. I'm looking for buys. If you agree, then you can look for buys too. If you don't agree, then don't look for buys. Okay. Now, sorry if I'm not really making this live session so exciting, but as I said already, I woke up not feeling great. So yeah. Can you show GJ? I can show you GJ, but I'm not looking for any trade on GJ. This is what I have on GJ, but I'm not interested. Just interested on GBPCAD right now, to be honest. Buys on GBPCAD. That's all. I tried your strategy. It works on US 500. Yes, it works on indexes too. All right. One second. Need to calculate my position size. Okay. How do you keep up with trading so many pairs? There are not so many. If you followed my live today, I just get on the charts and in about 15 minutes, I'm able to check all of them. Just these to here. So about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About 11 pairs. I just checked them in about 15 minutes. And then I just see which ones look most interesting. So for example, today only GPCAD for now, and yesterday night only KJPY, and it's not really a lot. Where do you put the stop loss on GBPCAD? If we enter, that's your choice. I gave you the options, but I cannot tell you what to do. There is the risky stop loss down here. There's the safe stop loss down here. But I'm not telling you to enter. You need to check what's going on your chart and see if you agree with what's happening here and what I have. What's happening? Also, make sure to check the news, make sure to check that nothing is going on that could mess up your trade. There are USD news later, but USD is not involved in GBPCAD, so that's good, okay? That's really important to do every day. Do you do one-on-one lessons? I do one-on-one lessons with the FTMO students or with people who bought the all-in-one package. If you want to upgrade, you can just text me and you have a discount when you are part of the students. You have a discount on everything. You have a discount on Crypto Excel. You have a discount on my algorithm. You have a discount on one-on-one lessons. All right. With that being said, thank you for taking part of this live. As you know, this live is really a little bit shorter than usual. Usually we go for 1 hour, but today I just wanted to do a little bit shorter one to actually recover and rest a little bit. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next live. Basically, there's the last question. EURGBP, EURGBP, I don't trade it. It's not on my watch list, as you can see. Thank you.